What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
Keith.
And I'm Curtis.
Army, y'all know the deal. BTS, I Need You. It's a banger. Y'all been wanting us to jump back into the MVs. Here we go.
Banging on the table.
Banging on the table for it.
Bang,
let's jump back into the MVs.
Bang tanging on the table.
Yeah, let's jump into this.
Like, yeah, that's enough out of you.
People don't forget.
You said people don't forget. I like the pale colors. Looks desolate.
Shit.
Nice transition.
God's here. Eat a dick.
body.
Saying layer on. Is this? But it. So, as y'all can see, their tone and everything has completely switched up from some of the angst stuff to all this. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna have fun dissecting like all the depression, domestic violence, and drug abuse and everything else that all just was displayed on there. But man, it's crazy that how often we talk about how if you had your eyes like closed and was listening to music, you would depict a lot of the SK music a particular way when the subject matter is something completely different. And I love that, I'm not sure if it was Gogo or another video, basically they was just like, it's wild with BTS that sometimes when the songs are more upbeat, it's a more kind of somber or depressing song to some people. And then the lower tone songs are kind of more of the kind of turn up free release songs. But this is this MV alone seems like one of those MVs that you might have a film study on, like a little course for like 8 weeks or something, kind of going over a lot of the stuff that was displayed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a beautiful track. I'm gonna like kind of leave it at that and then let y'all rap and y'all kind of can dissect the video now. So go off, y'all. Have fun.
Sugar likes fire. Because what was it? Fake Love. He was sitting in the room of fire, and in this one, he basically set his room on fire. So is it? It's the depression of missing someone. It's what the song is saying, but it seems like the video is using "girl" as a fill-in for other things in their lives that are depressing or that they're missing or that they feel like they need. And that's just crazy. It's definitely a dope video, and you can definitely see that everybody has their vices, everybody has their different kind of drawbacks or things that they're trapped in or dealing with until they're together. And then when they're together, you know what I mean? They're maybe the girl, quote unquote, is each other. Mm-hmm. Like they need each other to kind of be whole. Because every shot with them together is a party.
Happiness and everything. And then it seems like as soon as they all cut back and go back to regular life, it turns right back into depression-filled chaos with, whatever was going on.
Then they got to deal with their daily, day-to-day shit that is just too heavy for them.
Was RM supposed to be trapping?
No, RM was working at a gas station.
Well, I felt like he was trapping or something.
And then they just threw money at him at the after he pumped their gas and then drove off.
Shit. Kurt?
Yeah, I thought it was a really heavy subject matter, obviously, dealing with the video. Just sidestepping that for just a brief second, what they did vocally on the track I thought was amazing. Mm-hmm. I thought the raps in, I don't know what it is, but for me, just whenever rap is more passionate and heartfelt, as far as like getting something off your chest, I just feel like it always resonates a bit more. Because I feel like when you're in that kind of state of mind, I just feel like you're so much more, like you put it all on the page, kind of like just, I don't know. I just feel like it resonates really strongly for me whenever rap is like coming from that sort of spot. I thought the song was really amazing though, and it's something that if you were closing your eyes and you were just hearing, you might get a totally different vibe as opposed to what the video is. as far as the video, I thought the acting was really stellar in it. They all had to convey, very deep, troubled emotions, and they did a great job of it. The vulnerability of just, being in a bathtub, seeming like you're, wanting to drown yourself, or taking a bunch of pills just to, even if you're not trying to kill yourself, just to numb your mind or anything from, these troubled emotions. It's really strong stuff, obviously, but I do like that they do offer that little bit of hope, in the sense that, like, when you are with your friends or people you consider your brothers, your family, that you're able to kind of forget about those things, even for just a brief period of time, which I thought resonated really strong. And I feel like anyone who's, out there going through any kind of emotion like that, if you're around certain people, you just,
everything fades away.
Yeah, everything can fade away, even if it's just for that brief period of time. But there is definitely that theme of everyone going through their own stuff individually with vices or whatever. I mean, you saw the stuff with domestic violence. I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but I thought the video was really strong in the sense of conveying.
The video jumped around too.
Yeah, conveying alienation and things of that sort, whether it's reflection shots, alienation shots from far across the room, turning to see if someone's next to you when you wake up in the morning and it's an empty bed next to you. So just the way they communicated all those things was presented really well. But yeah, the subject matter, is just really the strongest point in the video, I would say. But one thing, it could be taken multiple ways, but the last shot is just of the blue sea, but it's not like, it's kind of shot in like a gray, like, flatness. So I presented it as like, because blue waves are often kind of referred to in depressive states, but it's also cleansing. So I felt like it was kind of a glass half empty, half full sort of thing, of like, if you take it as a cleanse because you're with people that are, there for you and everything, or if you took it as like, I'm with people, but that lingering sadness, that ocean of sadness is still there, which I thought was really poetic, because it doesn't give you an answer necessarily. It kind of leaves it up to you. But I love that as a group they're able to put out such strong, messages about things that are just kind of more refrained from being talked about, I guess, in mainstream, media. I
wonder, is this the first video we seen somebody get fucking bodied in? Like,
yeah, legit.
Also, like, maybe, like, I'm surprised they didn't have a trigger warning or something. It's almost like JK and Jimin might have fucking offed themselves, like, or at least were attempting with water and with pills.
Hope.
Yeah, I said Hope, right?
You said JK.
Okay, yeah, my fault. Hope. J Hope and Jimin.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, Sugar tried to set himself on fire.
Well, I got pyrotechnic vibes from him too. So all three. But yeah, the subject matter, like I said, was wild, and it is one of those things where, like you said earlier, if you were listening to the song versus the MV, the song definitely is alluding to other things versus like kind of what the MV gives you, which I kind of really appreciate, because ain't nothing worse than when you kind of know exactly what you might get out of an MV and then they kind of dump it on his head. This is a gem, and I'm glad. I could be wrong. I think this was the album when they ditched the Bulletproof.
Okay, and they started actually
they ditched like the whole Bulletproof thing and switched over, because that happened like that. Like because I believe this was part one to everything, which is why I said you kind of can almost feel the music tone change. Just feels a lot older already than like War Hormones or anything all in there, because I think that was a previous album. I could be wrong. Y'all correct me in the comments. Good fucking track. Keith, anything else from that?
No, I thought the video was good. It did everything that it needed to do to get the message across. And it just hit home. Like, even if you never had an issue with pills, even if you never had an issue with domestic violence, maybe you had a bad relationship or a breakup and you kind of miss that person and want them back, or, you're dealing with something that you don't feel like you can talk to somebody about, or maybe you can talk to somebody about, but that person isn't around and not available, and you just kind of isolated by yourself. This song is definitely speaking to you. And sidebar, you know, try to find some help if that's the case. Like, there are people you can go to, people you can talk to, numbers you can call, hotlines, things like that.
Shit, talk to me. I got you.
Right.
Sure.
I mean,
Same
hop
here.
in the comments. Like, we'll converse with you. Like, it's not an issue. Because we rather disagree with you in the comments than have to hear, you know, about a tragedy on another level. You know what I mean? It's never worth that. So, you know, but trying to stay on task. The video definitely did everything it was supposed to do. And if this was one of the first videos in the rebranding, then this nailed it.
Yeah, I wonder too, because sometimes I don't try to speak for, like, generally with SK stuff, because we might say something and be like 1,000% wrong. They definitely are like the it group when it goes to subject matter that isn't the norm to what other groups are doing. Because obviously it's easy to talk about, you know, I'm cool, I got money, you know what I mean, I get women, I do, you know, ABC, et cetera, et cetera. You know, we've gave other groups their flowers when they have touched on heavy subject matter, but this is I forget when this dropped. This might be 2015 or something like that. So like they've been doing this.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, we probably don't give them their flowers because we're so used to it.
I just wonder, like, was it other
20
K-pop
American.
groups or anything else kind of touching heavy subject matter like this, or was this the group that was just like,
that broke that.
yeah, like, was this the group where, like, you know, in 2015 or 16, where it was just like, yeah, no one was singing about depression until, like, you know, they started doing it. No one was talking about politics until they started doing it. Because not so much I don't want to have a hampered idea of who they are. I don't want to have it in my mind that maybe they were the pioneers of something that they weren't. So I guess maybe if y'all can hashtag Redeemers
But
and
I
let us
think
know,
that-
were they trendsetters with this type of like dialogue in K-pop?
But I think that also kind of goes hand in hand with what might be your idea of the SK society too. Because if you feel like they were maybe the only ones talking about it, you probably think that other people were restricted to talk about it, and they just kind of broke the mold and went with it. So that would also kind of go hand in hand about what you thought about the society as well.
Because, well, I mean, at least how I look at things, K-pop's been, you know, technically popping and doing this thing since like the 90s.
Right.
So I wouldn't think that it would take up until 2015, if something's been going on since the 90s, for someone to be politically incorrect or for someone to go against the grain.
Unless it was like a societal thing.
Even with societal things, it's always an outlier. Especially music. Music kind of breeds outliers as far as people singing like I'm not going to war or I'm not doing some shit or something kind of
No
like
doubt.
that. But if they are, then even bigger kudos to them. Because like I said, just the fact that 2013 was their debut and this is 2015 and the music has changed drastically. Because we said it before on No More Dreams. Some people don't know the assignment. Sometimes people don't know, like, this shit's not working. I got to reinvent myself and just, acquire another sound. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. Did y'all want to add anything into any of that?
Last thing I was gonna add was just at the end of the video, I like that they pour the pills into
In
the
the fire.
fire. So just that fire, that community, that sense of coming together, and just kind of, you know, tossing your vices into the fire, or just like symbolically saying that, like, you know, I'm able to better put those darker sides of myself aside when I'm with, you know, the right people and everything like that. Just, you know, I'm sure that resonates in many other facets, but it was conveyed really strongly in the video.
Keith, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good. This was a good video though.
Yeah, I would tell y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, but y'all here already, so y'all probably know the assignment. Yeah, Army, just y'all know the deal. Hashtag Redeemers. Talk to us in the comments and let us know. Were they the first to kind of jump into this? What was the I guess, the heartbeat of K-pop in 2015. Like, you know, what was the room? Was everyone on the left side talking about particular shit, and was BTS like on the right side? Let us know if, you know, be honest and just be like, no, everybody was talking about this, because y'all can do that too if that's what was going on.
Because we genuinely want to know.
Yeah.
How did y'all interpret the last image in that video? That kind of that blue sea. Did you interpret that as more of a cleanse, or did you interpret that as like the darkness, the the depression that's still
I want to know how I interpreted it. I thought people left Earth because it muted the water out and everything and shit. But no, that's a good question, Kurt. But yeah, y'all also hashtag Redeemers and let us know the information, because I'm sure BTS did interviews about this. They probably talked about what the subject matter was, and it's probably a good understanding. So just explain to us some of the lore on the video, and see how spot on we were with some of our analytic, or us analyzing and breaking down. It is some analytics,
yeah.
But analyzing and breaking down the video. Other than that, love you guys to death. Thank you, Army, for everything.
Love y'all. Take care.
Peace.